All right, so if you like my last Mace video on the basics, the next step you're going to want to take here in your evolution of Mace skills is we're going to go for the swing again, but instead of working that pendulum in front, we're going to go lateral to the side of us here. And then as we do that, we can work that into some of our forward and backwards movement, our gait patterns, our walking patterns. So just like that last video, let's start ahead with that dominant side. When we're now really working one side of our body, that grip is going to matter more, because if I have my right hand forward, it's going to be more comfortable for me to rotate over to my left side. My right hand's forward, it kind of puts me in a little more awkward position on the other side. You can still do it. We'll always be switching sides, switching grips, but in the beginning, just be aware of that if things feel awkward side to side, then we'll kind of want to isolate a grip from side to side until we just get more comfortable, get more confident with the Mace. So just like that last video, let's focus on that little bilateral movement, right? You really are starting to get comfortable with all that thoracic rotation. So now what we're going to do is we're going to work that Mace. I got my right hand over top here, and I'm going to just start swinging it laterally on my left side. Now this really starts to put me into that rotation. So if you're someone who's really moving the hips a lot, banging yourself with the Mace, grab a mirror, grab somewhere where you can kind of see yourself, get that good base, really see the rib cage rotate, see the rib cage turn as you're going through that swing. So if I switch grips, and you can see on this side, right, I want to still see that rotation. Big thing people might mess up with here is instead of rotating, they kind of bend a lot, and then they're not getting a lot of motion. So I like the thing, I want to keep that inside side long. So whatever side I go to, I want to keep that side long. So keeping my right side long, right? I got a little more space now for that swing. So now from here, we can just kind of, you can feel how you can get your hips into it more. So I'm really isolating my right hip as I'm working on the hinge. So if you're struggling with the hinge, I'll get another video of that up here soon, but that's really the main pattern I need once I get into anything athletic. So as I'm absorbing the weight as it goes back, instead of just letting it make me over-rotate, instead of over-rotating, I absorb that extra rotation into that bend at the hips. And now I'm starting to get a nice athletic motion with that Mace. So from here, I can just practice that swing. Can I absorb that Mace on one side of my body? You get pretty good on that side, switch grips, same thing on the other side, right? This is really great for all those rotational athletes, but even just great for a lot of us who are just sitting around all the time, right? We need to create some of that rotation, get some of that good asymmetrical movement. So now, once you kind of got that one down, I want to work on that catch. So I'm going to catch the Mace, but when I catch it, I want to bring it into a rotation. So I'm dropping in, and then as I bring the Mace back up, I catch it kind of like a soldier, bringing that spear to the other side of your body. Rotate back, drop that Mace in, pull into that rotation, keeping that side long. Whatever side you're rotating to stays long, side to side. So now I got the swing, we're using the hips, we're using the core in that rotation. Now the third step is creating length. So now instead of just catching here, I want to start to open up the body back here. So now when I change positions with the Mace, I got to realize that ball is going to make it heavier for that back arm. So more support needs to go into that side of the body. And then from there, I can just use that front arm in that position and to kind of use the weight to help me open up that rib cage. So I swing, I like to widen my grip, get supported in that rib cage, and really try to reach back with that Mace to open up the rib cage. So I'm always trying to get nice and open, nice and full at the top. I don't want to let this thing just kind of flop over. I'll do my non-dominant side so you can see. Rotate in. Get that good swing. Rotate in. So I got the hips, got the core, working the shoulders, hitting full body, getting more athletic, and teaching myself a new pattern, a new skill. So once you really start to get that, the last thing I'll add into here, a little secret, my secret sauce, is now I want to start to create a little bit of a load. So I want to kind of get my mace set first. So as I get the mace set first, now I can drive through the core through the rest of the motion. So like that, drop down, mace set, rotate. And that might be something you don't see right here. I'm just kind of going with the mace the whole time. But having that little pause, man, that starts adding a lot of athleticism to your movement, a lot of extra kind of intellectual action in how you move your body. So go ahead, give that video a like, and I'll have some more Mace videos coming for you soon.